What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel where we do maximum workouts with minimal equipment to get you mountain ready. So today we are doing everything, a full body workout with just one kettlebell. So what we're doing today is a high pull into a goblet squat or a goblet catch, a single arm chest press, an overhead walking lunge, and a single arm row. Let's get to work. So with this high pull to goblet squat or goblet catch, what I want you to do is get a little bit of a wider squat stance, so a little bit wider than hip widths. And I personally like my toes are angled just a little bit. It just feels comfortable on my knees and hips. But if having your toes straight feels comfortable to you, then do that, all right? But I'm gonna turn my toes out just a little bit. So this is going to be a fast movement, all right? So I'm gonna slow it down first. But I'm gonna grab that top of the handle, use that momentum from my legs to bring that kettlebell up, elbows come up, and then I'm gonna slide my hands down to the horns, right? To the side of that kettlebell. And then sit down and stand up. That's one. And then I reset. So this is what it looks like in that fast pace. Top of the handle, sit in that squat, push, catch that kettlebell on the side, right, on those horns, goblet squat, back down. So that's 1, 2, 3, right? So you're just alternating in between tapping it on the ground and catching, tapping it on the ground and catching. So that's a high pull goblet squat or goblet catch. The next one is a single arm chest press, and I'm actually gonna do this on the bench. If you don't have a bench, you can do this on a cooler. If you don't have a cooler, you can do this on the ground, all right? Either way, you can do this. Okay, if you have a watch, move it so that the face of your watch is on the inside of your wrist, because then the kettlebell can scratch up your watch and all that, and it's actually really uncomfortable. So I'm gonna have the kettlebell just on the outside of my wrist, right? So the bell is on the outside of my wrist, holding it close to my chest. With both hands, I'm gonna lay down, press up. Now, what I want you to think about is having a nice strong wrist, bring that kettlebell down, and then press up. So as I'm bringing it down, my body is twisting, right? So I'm twisting this way. So I gotta push my feet into the ground to help me stabilize myself by not rolling off. All right, so I'm gonna tuck my feet back, right? They're not out in front, they're not relaxed, they are tucked. And then try to have your heel on the ground, right? So again, they're not up like this, they're on the ground because you're gonna be pressing your foot into the ground. Because a chest press isn't just for your chest, it's a full body movement, meaning your entire body needs to be tense, all right? If you're on the ground, same thing, your feet are gonna be up, right? Feet are gonna be up and I want them in the ground. You're not relaxed, okay? On the ground, tight core, again, if you're on the ground, coming down, pressing up, all right? Now, if you're on a bench or on a cooler, try to tuck your feet the best you can, press into the ground, create tension. My butt is tight, my legs are tight, my core is tight. Now, I'm gonna bring that kettlebell up so that the bell of the kettlebell is on the back of my hand, all right? Bring my elbow down and then press up. So I'm twisting, my body wants to twist as that kettlebell is coming down, but because I am pushing my feet into the ground, my body isn't going to roll off, all right? So bring it down, everything stays nice and tight. Now to get out of this safely, move that kettlebell onto your chest, grab the horn with both hands, bring your knees up, and then roll forward. So I place the kettlebell on my knees and then help me roll forward. That is one of the best ways to get out of a chest press. You can do that with dumbbells too. Just move the dumbbells to your knees and then allow that weight to help you roll forward. A single arm overhead walking lunge. Okay, bell is gonna be on the back of my hand. I'm gonna press it over my head. Keep your core braced. Keep your bicep by your ear. so you don't get a wandering arm. And walking lunge, right? Step, take a knee, step, take a knee, and then bring it down. You can switch sides and go back the other way. If you need a front rack position, so what you can do, you're right here. So now that kettlebell is still resting on your shoulder, okay? And then you try to keep your elbow up, and then you go into that walking lunge. All right, take a step, take a knee. Take a step, take a knee. So there's different progressions that you can do with that. All right, last but not least is a single arm row. I like to do these in a split stance. The hand that doesn't have the kettlebell is just resting on that knee. My right hand is the one doing the work. Grab the top of the kettlebell and then pull that kettlebell up towards my hip. As I'm reaching down, I'm letting my shoulder relax, right? So I get a greater range of motion, and then come back up. And don't forget to switch sides. All right, that was the workout, minimal equipment, maximum effort, all to get you mountain ready. Because out in the mountains, you're either a liability or you're an asset. And I would much rather be an asset, right? So you have this one body, you spend a ton of money on the best gear, on boots, on pants, on rifles, bows, arrows, packs, all of the things. But if your body isn't ready, and if your body starts to break down in the mountains, all that gear is for nothing. So get your body ready for the mountains. That is your number one tool, is your body. So let's be strong and let's go chasing after bears, elks, goats, whatever, right? Whatever you're chasing. Actually, drop it down below. I want to know what you're going after this fall. For me, I'm going to start going after black bear in August. That's when the season opener is here in Oregon. And then archery elk in September. And then I'm chasing blacktail in October. So got a full fall ahead of me and I can't wait. But again, let me know what you're going after this fall, because I love learning what other people are chasing, because then I can add it to my hunt list and start, scouting other places to try out. But regardless of what you are chasing after, get your body ready, all right? So be strong, go live your adventure.